Boys, I don't even know what to say. Manchester United 0, Bournemouth 3. As you boys know, I'm a Manchester United fan. I watched my team lose 3-0 to Bournemouth on the weekend, and I just feel like this isn't going to be a rant video, you know. We don't do rant videos on FK Sports, you know. It's a neutral channel. You boys know me, a United fan, but we don't do rants. I'm not going to sit here and swear the whole time and do all that. That was for Saturday. That's the reason I'm recording this on the Sunday, the day after. Fuming, of course. Yes, I still am, but you know, you watch yesterday's game, and I just feel like it's so hard as a United fan this season to get invested with your team, because we played Chelsea midweek. We not only win the game, but we also, which is very rare this season, because it hasn't been very, very many times we've done this, we actually did play a decent game. We played well on Wednesday night against Chelsea. The points we picked up this season, I mean, yeah, we picked up points here and there against teams, but mostly those have been like grinded out. Those wins, we haven't actually played any like fluid, attacking, you know, good football this season. Chelsea was different. Chelsea did feel a bit different. It felt like a good step in the right direction for us. You know, obviously Chelsea have their problems this season. They're not a great side, but you know, you can only beat what's in front of you. We did that on Wednesday, and the boys played well, right? Give us optimism. I thought, right, well, now we've got Bournemouth, we've got Bayern Munich, and we've got Liverpool. Next 3 games are massive. We've got another Premier League game at the weekend, Bournemouth, and then obviously Bayern on Tuesday night, and then Liverpool away. But we played Bournemouth yesterday. I don't know what happened. The boys just decide, I think, day to day when they want to turn up. Because one week, you think, oh, do you know what? We're going to get a good United team today. The boys have started well. They're playing well. Oh, we've scored. Oh, we've won. Brilliant. But then the next day you see it, we've had an absolute shocker against a team that you'd think we should comfortably beat. The truth is, and what I've just said there, comfortably beat, United and comfortably beat doesn't work anymore. Years ago, you could have said, oh, we'll beat this team, we'll beat this team, we'll beat this team. No guarantees. There never is in football. You know, it's an unpredictable sport, as we all know. That's why we love it. But years ago, we could have said, as a United fan, I could have said, right, I back my team to win such and such a game. That game they're away at, you know, Liverpool will be tough. That game they're away at Chelsea will be tough. But, you know, we'll go, there's a list of home games, a list of away games that I think, you know what, my team can win. These days, it's very, very sad reality. The last 10 years, last decade at the club, it's been an absolute shit show. It really has. There's been highs, but there has been many, many, many lows. There really has. And, yeah, it's sad. It's sad. Listen, boys, if you're a rival fan watching this, get the laughing emotes in the comments. I'm here for it, man. Listen, I would be doing the same if it was a Liverpool or Arsenal, but, yeah, I mean, it just, as I say, I'm not even, I just feel it's weird as a United fan right now, because it's got past the point of angriness. It's just more disappointment and frustration, really. And every time you watch United now, you just don't see progression. That's the biggest thing as well. Like, I would happily take a 10th place finish this season in the league, no European football next season, if I could see my team playing week in, week out, at a decent standard, and if I could see, and it was evident to us fans, that our club was improving, you know, across all aspects, whereby the players are clearly developing under Ten Hag, and, you know, there's a clear style of football, and a plan, and a structure to what we're actually doing on the pitch every week. Because right now, all it seems to me is that when we win, I can't really enjoy it for a multitude of reasons. One, the likelihood is when we win, we don't play that well. And also, there's never really a plan or structure to our football. So whenever we win, there's not, you know, it's very short-lived. You're like, well, you know, because at least if you see your team win, lose, or draw, but you're playing well, at least you go, you know what, well, if we play like that against our next team, I back us to beat them. Or if we play against that team next week and we play like this, we'll win. But the problem with United is, when we win, even when we do win, we don't play well. And all season, there's never been a structure of play, style of play that we can kind of relate to as fans and buy into. Now, I will say my stance on Ten Hag. I am not Ten Hag out. I will say that completely now. I know there's some of you boys are, some of you boys aren't. I respect both opinions, of course. That's what this channel's about. It's a football channel. Football is all about opinions. That's what makes the sport the beautiful game. So we're all here for it. I'm here for it. I'm sure you boys are as well. That's the brilliance of it. There's a difference in opinion. But for me, I am firmly still Ten Hag in. But don't get me wrong, he is not untouchable. There's so many mistakes he's making, both with team selections prior to games, things that he's done off the pitch. You know, the Varane incident right now is just unbelievably stubborn, in my opinion. I mean, you've got a World Cup winner, multiple Champions League winners sitting on our bench, and you're playing, you know, with all due respect, Johnny Evans and Maguire. Maguire, player of the month, you know, and yes, he deserves that. He's played well this last month, but there's so many players as well. But having Varane on that bench over, you know, probably a petty fallout with Ten Hag is just absolutely criminal. And obviously, but there's other issues as well, like obviously the Sancho thing that is still ongoing as well, and that's not looking like it's going to be resolved anytime soon as well. So there's just a multitude of issues, both on and off the pitch, and it just seems like as soon as you clear one issue, another issue is never too far away. Biggest frustration for me as a United fan, like we got third last year, we got a trophy. It seemed like a very good positive step and a very good positive season last season, that we took steps in the right direction under our new manager, and even you know, regardless of results last year, regardless of the trophy we won, and regardless of any supposed progress we made, the biggest thing I took from it was the fact the players were fighting for the badge. They were fighting for that shirt every single match day. You know, there's a unity with it. You seen high fives after tackles made, after blocks made, you know, when the team plays an opposition attacker offside, high fives, defensive unity, team unity, you know, there's none of that this season. Absolutely none of it. It's a team of individuals out there. The individuals aren't performing most weeks. Even, you know, sometimes people say team of individuals, and sometimes an individual can win you a game. You know, and sometimes it can. You know, even times before where we are in Moments FC, where we rely on a moment of magic from the like of Rashford or you know, an Anthony or Bruno or whatever it may be, right? But the minute some of those things aren't even happening either. Scott McTominay is our moments player right now. He's the savior, literally. He's our top goal scorer this season, which says it all. And yeah, as I say, it's a very, very grim time to be a United fan right now. We now host Bayern Munich in the Champions League on Tuesday night, obviously praying for a miracle. I'm going to say it here right now. I do not think we'll get embarrassed against Bayern. You know, it's easy for me to come out here and say, oh, you know, when I'm angry about a team playing and say, oh, Bayern are going to smash it 5-0. I don't see it, because that's the big problem with this team this season. It's the inconsistency. You know, we don't, like, all things, if you look at football on paper, and football isn't played on paper, but if you look at it on paper right now, you'd say, oh, United will get smacked by Bayern, you know? But we know, obviously, that's not always the way it works, and I wouldn't be surprised this next week we get absolutely smacked by Liverpool, like 3 or 4-0, but we beat Bayern like 2-1 or 3-1. Wouldn't be surprised. Obviously, Champions League's going to be a miracle now if we somehow get through that group stage, because not only are we relying on beating Bayern, but we also need the other result in the group to go our way as well, between Copenhagen and Galatasaray, which obviously that's going to be difficult as well. But yeah, it's just, it's a very tough time. If you're a United fan, drop your comments in the chat. It's going to be a therapy in the comment section for me, for you boys. Drop your comments in, vent, let me know, get your anger out. It's a therapy down in that comment section. Give me your thoughts on everything Manchester United right now, whether from the players to the manager. You know, I think we know as United fans right now that a lot of these players are far, far, far from what we really need, and they're just so far off the quality needed. But as I said earlier, I think for me, Ten Hag's definitely, I'm still firmly Ten Hag in. He makes some very questionable decisions. You know, the style of play this season has not been where it should be, and as far as we can't identify a style of play that we're playing right now. But you know, who replaces Ten Hag if we go and sack him? That's question one. Question two is, if we get some new manager in, it just, you know, resets that cycle again. You know, the supposed 3-year cycle, where never is a 3-year cycle. It's a resetted 3-year cycle, and that 3-year cycle never finishes, because we end up having a couple of decent seasons and then sack the manager third season when the players turn against them, and then we never finish the third year. So it turns back to another 3-year cycle under a new manager. Welcome to Manchester United Football Club, folks. That's what happens. As mentioned earlier, Ten Hag is far from untouchable. He's making a lot of mistakes, both, as I say, in team selection and also in terms of in-game management with certain players. His stubbornness will not help him either with the likes of the Varane incident as well. You know, it's not looking good whenever he's losing games, but also not playing his best players. Drop it in the comments, as I said earlier, boys. Let me know especially if you're a United fan, or if you want to take the piss as a rival fan. I'm here for it. But as I say, if you're a United fan, drop your comments down below. Let me know your thoughts on, you know, all things Manchester United this season, and how our season's unfolding, the disappointing state of affairs that our club is in right now. The worst thing for me is just you know, you can't get excited. We played well, we had a good season last season and achieved a step in the right direction and supposed progress. This season's just been a massive step back, and even when we win, you have to really enjoy that win, because you know you're never too far away from another smacking from another team. And I thought it might only be a smacking by the likes of Liverpool and City. No. We've had smackings against Brentford before in previous seasons, and you think, oh, maybe it'll just be a smacking against the big teams. No, we've still the ability to absolutely capitulate at home against a Bournemouth team. So yeah, grim times. You know, maybe you're a rival fan. Let me know. You know, give me a neutral point of view as well. If you're a rival fan, give me your point of view on the club as well. Or if you just want to get a little laughing emotes in the comments, we're here for it as well. But I appreciate you boys watching. Please do hit that thumbs up if you've enjoyed this video. Hit that subscribe, join the FK Sports community, the football community on here. Great to have you all on board. And yeah, until the next one, boys. Peace out.